So it's about 10:30 in the morning here on Halloween, October 31st, 2024. This morning we had a downpour, lasted for quite a while. And at the field I measured 1 inch of rain, almost exactly. And when I put the posts in, I noticed already that the ground was soft, that that water was soaked directly into the ground. I'm not seeing any puddling anywhere on my pasture. So that inch of rain was well received, much desired and well received. So we were able to receive it all, this wonderful blessing from the sky, you know. I'm moving the cows to the second to last section here. 150 feet wide, the row is 50 feet wide, so 150 by 50 feet, whatever that is. I'm sure I could work it out if I thought about it for a minute, but I don't want to. The chief concern that I have right now is that this rain continues, and it should continue. We should be getting more rain today, and then next week we should be getting plenty more rain. The goal is to get that rain into the soil as much as possible. I don't want to get any runoff, right? I don't want to be feeding any streams or my neighbor's ponds or whatever. I want that water to go directly into my soil so that the plants and the life that's in the soil can use it to grow and increase. That's my drought strategy, is to absorb as much rain as possible and keep the ground in a state where it can always get rain. So that's the thing, you know. Really, that's when it comes down to it. There's like two inputs, well, three inputs, but one you don't really have any control over at all. You take sunshine, the ultraviolet radiation from the sun. You take water, which ultimately comes from rain. That's the way the water is distributed here. I mean, I could tap into the city water supply and try to, you know, sprinkle my fields with water, but the problem is that's way too expensive. And then the last ingredient is the carbon dioxide that's naturally in the air. And I can't do much to control the sunlight. I can't do much to control the carbon dioxide, and I can't do much to control the rain, right? So you might think, you know, in a typical manufacturing process, or I can't control the inputs, that all hope is lost. But no, what I control is how those materials are received. And by leaving the pasture full of life here, like this is what was grazed half a week ago, and that's what was grazed a week ago, right? You see lots of plants in the air. You see lots of plant matter in the soil. And that's how we create life here, is we maximize the utility of the sun, the air, the carbon dioxide, and the water. By allowing the grass to grow. If I let my cows roam free, what they would inevitably do is target the young tender grasses that are just starting off life, that need more opportunity to grow, and they would leave the older grasses alone, right? Kind of invert the equation. And the net effect of that is eventually there wouldn't be any grass at all in the pasture. They would eat all the young tender grass and leave the old grass to die. And it would just kill everything off. So that's the key of rotational grazing here, is that I'm not allowing the cows to just eat indiscriminately whatever they want. I'm only allowing them to eat in a certain area, you know, and then we move to the next area, and then we give that area they just ate at a long period of rest, you know, in at least 6 weeks in my case. Probably get by in 4 weeks in the summer when the stuff is growing really well and there's no drought. But in this case, 6 weeks and probably 12 weeks. No, actually, hold on a second. 24 weeks. Because I'm doing 50 foot per row and, you know, 2 rows per week. And there's 2,560 feet in distance to go. So 24 weeks, right? 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 24 weeks, you know, that's all good. In addition, I'm well aware of the seasonal cycles. And so I'm going to do some things for winter that are different than what I do for spring and summer, you know. So that's kind of the situation here. But all of it's targeted towards getting as much grass to grow as possible to absorb all that sunlight. I don't want the sunlight going to the ground. And then to turn that water, keep that water localized. Don't let it run away. keep it in the soil, and allow that plant plenty of breathing space, so it can inhale all the carbon dioxide at once, and turn that sunlight and water and carbon dioxide into the necessary sugars, the glucose and things like that are necessary for life and support everything else, right? And the cows are a critical key component to that. So anyway, that was pretty exciting to me to get some rain finally. Cooler weather is nice too, but the rain is most exciting. And most especially to see that the rain is actually getting into the soil. And almost instantly, it feels like my field is coming back to life. Like look at this green patch of grass here. That's Bermuda grass. Here we are in October, tomorrow's November, and the Bermuda grass is green and bright with life. Instantly it took that rainwater and started saying, hey, let's get back to work converting sunlight and carbon dioxide and water into sugars. Let's grow. So I'm super excited about that. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.